is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Okay, ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Our first carry now, Brashard Smith. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. He is down to the 30-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Play action with Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Taylor from the pistol. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Ready?
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Viking 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
3rd and long for him here. Caught out wide. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Took some effort, took some rallying to the ball late, but they got him down before he could move the chains. I expect there a little sense of relief on that defensive sidelines, and that play didn't hurt them even more.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Come on, come on.
Going for it on 4th. Richardson. He rolls to his right. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple of reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. the pick. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to find it.
He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Forward.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10.
Ready.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge in that green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Sends this to the end zone. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
On the ready.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. Make that 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that one. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go.
To throw, Richardson. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
70.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. That's the first down, and he's still going. Now he's past the 25. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow their early lead to 13. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
The kicker on.
Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Riley Moss with the pick. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Play action. It's Richardson. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready, right?
Taylor now, up the middle. And fire ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Buffalo Ace, Cougar 19. Go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And they stop it. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
50 Abrams. Let's go. Ready.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Massive hits. The ball's out. And the Ravens make the recovery.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
180. Watch the motion. 180.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So we're through one. 21-7 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Jackson looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Works the sideline to the 30. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Complete out to the right. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. They go play fake with Jackson. Going deep towards the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Jackson's going to throw again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. This offense has an opportunity to continue to build momentum, build on this lead.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 9, Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has him running the comeback. And a big play is finally put to an end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. From the pistol, Smith. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Working quickly here. Now Richardson to throw. Screen here for Smith. And he's tackled for a short gain. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Mustang 19. Hot 70, hot.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. So they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. I mean, you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go, start. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Now a toss play, Taylor. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Let's go now. Top 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Richardson on 3rd. Oh, he got it. Intercepted on the goal line. And the Ravens get it back on his offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Backed up in the end zone. Jackson taking a shot deep here. They connect on the deep shot. The 30. The 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Ravens 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go.
Here's a give to Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. It's Richardson. Completed to his running back. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown. Yeah,
such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. They'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Hits his running back. Put him in the spin cycle. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He gets it again to Mitchell. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike. The clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Third and long for him here. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Play fake. Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a one-score game before halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Colts take over at first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Come on, come on.
Richardson on first and 10. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. We motion the tight end over.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Ready, check.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. 19 Lions.
Here he goes. Third and long. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Colts ready for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. We've drawn up here for Lamar. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. If you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up first and 10. Mitchell up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Vaughn lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Hey, sit on.
Lamar out of the pistol. Avoid some trouble there. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Jackson now on 3rd. And they pick him up again. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Going with the screen to Taylor. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Excellent return here as they get the football, and they're going to take over on the opposing side of midfield.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
First down throw for Jackson. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. So Reed here will give to Mitchell. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring the guy down.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie us up, 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
Okay, ready?
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Viking 18.
First down throw here from Richardson. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Go!
Richardson fires quickly out wide. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a third-quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Ravens 28.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. First and 10 from the 32.
Come on, ready.
Running right. This is Taylor. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
To the air on this first down. Richardson. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Go! Steady!
3rd and long. It's Richardson. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for in the call sheet.
And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Handoff here to Mitchell. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Forced out to his right. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up, 1st and 10. Running right with Mitchell. To work. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Let go.
Richardson. Has it downfield working the left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defense call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately the Jimmies and Joes in double coverage of that tight end couldn't get it done.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's got room to roam. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Brings in the long pass. Up to the races, middle of the field. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school. Find the fastest kid and Let him run.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
52. Ravens 42. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Ready?
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Rocco 80. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle.
Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
Richardson back to throw. It's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, check down, check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! Hop 70, hop 70. Hey! 19 Lions. Go!
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. This is a heater going deep. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now they'll try the point after. Looking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, third and long. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll run. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, and no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. To throw, Richardson. Rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. The Ravens pick it up. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, and have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson connecting on the slant. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You could just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing now, Richardson. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 37 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Get it. Go!
On the counter, it's Taylor. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game. In that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
First and goal, here's Taylor. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
Another shot for Taylor. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. Third and goal coming up.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Here we go.
Third and goal for Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, hot.
Lamar off to play fake. Gets it through the middle. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
66. Ravens 56.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. Breaks the tackle. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point that finally sinks him though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready.
Now a run with Taylor. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Ready.
Here's Richardson. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. He's got it in the red zone. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.